Pozdrav, dobrodošli nazad na kanal Ljudi Reptili i dobrodošli u serijal Ljudi Reptili predstavljaju Horizon Forbbiden West. Dakle, nastavljamo avanturu Aloy ka zabranjenom zapadu i u ovom trenutku naš cilj je da se vratimo do Vadisa, znači lika sa početka igre, kako bi uspeo da, to jest kako bi on poveo taj diplomatski hor koji će u Barren Light, koji bi trebao da nam otvori prolaz ka zabranjenom zapadu. Dakle, on se ne nalazi daleko odavde. Provjerit ćemo stanje naoružanja, uglavnom je sve dobro. Evo ga, gospodin Studius Vadis.
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errant vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says...
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, Wadis. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence, Hades, maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light, or poke around the Daunt some more first.
Znači, nakon što smo završili, to jest nakon što je otpočet novi main quest, The Embassy, otvorili su nam se i neke side misije usput. Znači imamo nove questove koje možemo da prihvatimo kako bi nam ostali otvoreni, a i ne moramo. Imamo opcioni quest, to jest opcioni u main questu imamo opcioni deo, znači ovog questa je da hakujemo chargera kako bi mogli da ga jašemo, što ćemo i raditi, ali pre nego što to budemo uradili, ući ću za kratko u skillove kako bi mogli malo da istražimo šta ovde možemo da upgradeujemo. U odnosu na prvi deo dosta je ovo ne zakomplikovano, ali unapređeno, s obzirom da ima mnogo više skillova i mnogo više podvrsta. Tako da ćemo da odradimo, pošto imamo 7 poena za upgradeovanje, da se malo skillujemo i da vidimo šta možemo da nadogradimo. Znači, za sad nisam ulazio ovde. Znači, da bi došli do bilo kog, znači kao što vidite, sve ovo su sve skillovi i to je iz samo da vidim, znači imamo Hunter, Trapper, Warrior, Survivor, Infiltrator i Machine Master. Pretpostavljam, znači svaki od ovih opcija ili kako da ih skill grana. Znači uvijek moramo prvu da otključamo da bi mogli da nastavimo dalje sa otključavanjem. Znači za sada ćemo otključati u svakom od skill 3 prvi skill. Kao što vidite, znači first resonate blast, znači kada se napuni, kada pritisnemo R2, moći ćemo da nanesemo veći damage neprijateljima. Onda dalje imamo quick trapper, ovo je pasivan boost, znači brže ćemo postavljati zamke na terenu. Idemo dalje. Koncentracija. Znači imat ćemo više koncentracije, više usporeno vremena kada gađamo sa lukom i sa strelom. Dalje, medical brace provide more healing and heal faster. Ponovo pasivan boost. Idemo dalje. Silent strikes deal more damage. I take less damage while mounted. Također pasivan boost. Sad ćemo se vratiti na Warriora i malo ćemo da vidimo samo što imamo. Nora Warrior, Powerful Melee Combat, znači imamo combo. To je prvi koji možemo da... Ovo je aktivni skill. Znači, skillovi, to jest ova polja ovdje, samo da vidim, dobro, znači imamo levele kod čak i ovdje, znači kod uključavanja skillova imamo određene nivoe i gdje će se u odnosu na level koji smo otključali imati drugačije statističke podatke, to je statistička poboljšanja. Dakle, ovdje sad trenutno otključali smo Resonant Blast i imamo kada budemo Critical Boost naučili ili ćemo to, ne, znači kada otključamo Resonant Blast i kada otključamo Critical Strike i Energized Duration, otključat će nam se i ova dva ovdje dodatna slota i imat ćemo Critical Hit Chance, znači u prvom levelu 35%, u drugom levelu Critical Hit Damage plus 10%, u trećem Critical Strike Damage 75%. Što znači da je ovaj ovdje deo povezan sa ova tri skilla. Druga stvar, što je kroz tutorial objašnjeno, nakratko, znači ova ovdje polja koja su dijamantskog oblika su aktivni skillovi, dok su svi ovi pasivni skillovi i tako će se i otključavati. Znači ono što je povezano to možemo da otključamo, znači imamo na primjer ovaj Nora War aktivni skill. Od njega znači ne možemo da uključamo ovaj Critical Boost, već moramo da idemo na Critical Strike Plus. I ne možemo, znači sa Nora Wara ne možemo direktno na Resonant Damage. Čisto da vidimo šta ovdje još imamo, znači što možemo u nekoj bližoj budućnosti, u bližem igranju da uključamo, znači Block Breaker kod Warriora i Nora Warrior. Dalje ovdje na primjer, znači u Trapper Skill 3 imamo tek ovdje imamo aktivne skillove koje možemo koristiti, uglavnom su svi pasivni. Sljedeći je Skilled Salvager, što znači da možemo više stvari da pokupimo kada demontiramo zamke. Nibble Crafter, Craft Tools, Traps and Potion Faster. Dalje u Hunter Skill 3 imamo Deep Concentration. Znači mnogo sporije nam se troši koncentracija, to je ono usporeno vreme. Recovery i imamo Concentration Regen, što znači da nam se brže obnavlja koncentracija. Dalje, u Survivoru imamo low health regen, znači automatically recover health sooner when in critical health state below 25% healtha. Imamo low health defense, resist more damage when is critical health state. Dobro, to su opet pasivni skillovi. Od aktivnih imamo triple shredder, što znači Aloy može baci 3 neka diska, to ćemo još da vidimo, to je verovatno za neko naoružanje. Bouncing bomb, znači bombe mogu da odskoče. Dalje, u Infiltrator skill tree imamo stealth range plus, deal more range impact impact damage while in stealth. Znači kada napadamo neprijatelja, a nismo otkriveni, mnogo ćemo više damage da nanesemo. I stealth tier, deal more tier damage when in stealth. Ability to remove enemy armor parts from machine. Na primjer u stealthu tek imamo focus shot, znači to je prvi aktivan skill. I imamo double notch, što znači možemo 2 strele, to isto također iz prvog dela, kada smo mogli 3 strele da izvadimo i da da nategnemo u luku. I u posljednjem Machine Master skill tree imamo lasting override, increase amount of time machine remain in override. Znači, kada hakujemo mašinu, više će vremena ostati mašina u hakovanom stanju. I machine damage override, machine deal more damage, znači kada hakujemo mašinu, mašina će mnogo više damage nanositi. Part breaker, power bar special mode in your focus, deal more damage to machine components and weak spots. Dobro. Ništa, u principu malo smo protutnjali kroz skill grane. Imamo koelove. I nastavljamo do charger sajta. Da ne bi sad išao i nije nešto previše daleko, čisto da pokažem kako fast travel funkcioniše i da vidimo koliko je uopšte brz. Fast travel je izuzetno brz u ovom trenutku, znači ovdje SSD igra glavnu ulogu. I vratit ćemo se nazad do unknown charger sajta koji smo, ja mislim... Znači, ovdje imamo krdo chargera. Kao što vidite, ovaj charger nas je primetio. Bez obzira na to, small supply cache. Imamo brewera opet. Znači ovdje su dosta imamo chargera. Imamo jednog brewera kojih može alarmirati na naše prisustvo. Tako da prvo ćemo njega da eliminišemo. Možemo i da overrideujemo chargera, čisto da nam bude pri ruci. A sad ćemo brewera da eliminišemo iz igre. Pritom ćemo koristiti Da probamo da vidimo ovaj Karja Behemoth short bow. Samo dok mi Warrior dođe na a mislim da mi u ovom trenutku neće, pošto hoću da mu skinem zadnji deo. I kao što vidite Charger je napao Warriora. I može dobro da dođe kada ovako hakujemo mašinu, zato što će nam priskočiti u pomoć ako nam, ne ako nam treba, nego će uvijek napasti neprijateljsku, napast će mašinu koja nije hakovana. Ovo je čisto samo demonstracije radi. I sada ćemo mountovati ovog našeg chargera, kojeg možemo i da popravimo. I idemo ka Barren Lightu. Haptic feedback izuzetno lep osjećaj daje u rukama. Imate osjećaj kao da stvarno jašete ne neku ovakvu životinju, ali kao da jašemo konja, na primjer. Osjeća se galop pod rukama. I njega ćemo ostaviti ovdje, možemo da ga repairujemo, to košta metal sharda. I u donjem levom uglu imamo mount call, znači ako smo daleko od našeg hakovane životinje koje možemo da koje će nam poslužiti kao prevozno sredstvo, ako u donjem levom uglu izaberemo mount call, onda će se ona stvoriti kod nas i moći ćemo da je koristimo. I ne moramo jednostavno da pamtimo gdje smo je ostavili kako bi dolazili do određenog dela i tražili. Dobro. Ovdje nam je sad primaran cilj, znači da dođemo do Barren Lighta. Imamo tu nekoliko nepoznatih lokacija, imamo nekoliko znakova pitanja. Imamo dva nova questa. Questovi će nam ostati unutar mape, to jest ostaće nam na mapi dokle god ih ne prihvatimo. Primjer, evo ovdje u Chain Scrape-u bile su dva, a sad je samo jedan. Inače imamo tu i ostala naselja gdje možemo da nađemo i campfire i druge questove. Ali zarad ove prezentacije i ovog predstavljanja mi ćemo nastaviti dalje
Lighten
sa
up, buddy.
ovom
You've got a thick wall of
sa
stone
ovom
between you and the
misijom.
Tanakh up there.
Yes, sir.
Why the long face, Mavas? Wish you were heading out there?
No, sir.
Are you in charge around here?
Ah, apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, his second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Ah, yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tanakh marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. Now we're open, once the Tanakh have left.
Znači, iz ovog kratkog razgovora saznali smo da Tanakh maršal i da people, da, izvinjavam se, da ljudi Tanaka će da kasne malo i na embassy i da je odložen iz nekog razloga.
You said something about Tanakh marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our Sun Priest until they concede. Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offered tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tanakh returned personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tanakh, they're handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
Where is this Commander Nozar, then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, we still have a long way to go.
Znači idemo da nađemo glavnog u Barren Lightu.
But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulven was thrilled.
Koji je zadužen za kapiju koja sprečava dalje napredovanje ka zapadu.
Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
Boy, slag.
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians? Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tanakh are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbbiden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tanakh horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Dolazimo sad do dela kada moramo da odaberemo naš odgovor. Ne znam da li će biti nekih posledica i da li će se možda nešto promeniti u toku igre. U principu ne bi trebalo.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Laurel.
Varl iz plemena Nora, kog smo ostavili u Meridijanu.
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sure, it's the savior! I don't care if it's the devil who's herself! The David Gates shield until that horn grows!
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron.
What's happening? You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
That's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, nose off! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh?
Malo ubeđivanja od strane Erenda.
Saving the world.
I nastavljamo dalje sa našom misijom.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Laurel.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time.
Opet haptic feedback u joysticku
So this tribe that
na
brought
visokom
us back,
nivou.
we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. one last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav, once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather
Pre nego
bed
što
or
maršalu
sipping wine from the southern
kažemo
vineyards. But I have another goal in mind.
ono što treba da mu kažemo, malo ćemo da
As someone
istražimo
who knows the
i
Tanakh
njegovu
and the
neku
Karja, I'm in a
pozadinu,
unique position to
to je
advocate
pozadinu
for
njegovog
both.
života i njegovu priču.
If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tanakh don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Akaro knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
How did you come to be among the Tanakh?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
Ajmo da
I guess we
čujemo.
have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tanakh into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate. I was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Akaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tanakh chief, you did something desperate.
Now, I'd kept my ears open as the Tanakh dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hikaru's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kurut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tanakh howled, but Hikaru stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kurut. Little did I know what I was in for.
You said the Kurut is a Tanakh's trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hoped for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tanakh chief.
The winners of the cool route must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hikaru's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tanakh still spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tanakh. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tanakh for hating them.
Kao što vidite, dosta je duboko odrađeni dijalozi i pozadina svakog manje više bitnog ili nebitnog lika u igri.
Are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tanakh, especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hikaru and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace, and now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
The Karja talk about Hikaru as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last. The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tanakh is a lot different than how they do. I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tanakh, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
Malo objašnjenje i tetovaža.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tanakh lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hikaru knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tanakh can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No, the other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
The Karja have opened the gates.
Nivo detalja u igri stvarno prelepo izgleda.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Akaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Akaro has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Dobro, nešto se sprema ozbiljno. Kao i Aloy. Ova. Mislim da će biti ovo prva ozbiljna borba.
They're riding machines.
Where'd they learn to do that?
Jašu mašine kao Aloy, a Silence ih je naučio.
Come with us now, or not at all.
Archers! Light them up!
Get to cover!
Archers! Keep them back! Left flank! To the Karja! Run them down!
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates!
Karja! Stand your ground!
Fire at will! I don't have a shot!
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair! Lancers! Take the center! Get ready!
Sad ćemo da vidimo šta nam je.
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge! Here they come!
Imamo bombe.
I'm not giving up.
Kill them all!
Get that rider!
Borba je dosta zanimljivija nego u prvom delu.
Another one down! We can win this!
Mislim da smo očistili većinu ovih exile kanaka.
Survived worse. I've hunted bigger machines than you. They're good in our way. Now you can take them down.
Morat ćemo malo samo da se dobro organizujemo. I dalje me neko uporno i to ozbiljno ozbiljno me neko uništava sa lukom i sa strelom. Konačno sam uspeo da se rešim ovih.
You, Outlanders! I'll skin you both! Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
I da vidimo sad, mislim da ostajemo 1 na 1.
Granted.
I... da vidimo šta možemo da uradimo protiv ovog neprijatelja. Prvo i osnovno što ćemo... Helta više nemam. Ali imamo bombe. O, dobro, ovo nije bilo planirano.
Regenerated. I'm gonna break that shield.
I uspeli smo da pobedimo ovog.
Turn. Come down here and face me! No! It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the marshals! Slaughtered the Karja! So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out!
Get him to the camp. Now.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
I got you.
It's salvage time, boys.
Don't think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regalla to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Voidis, Vashav, a massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbbiden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regalla ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
I need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return. And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Dakle, to bi bilo to što se tiče Horizon Forbbiden Westa. Nadam se da ste uživali, nadam se da sam vam koliko toliko uspio da vam približim kako funkcioniše i kako izgleda igra. Tako da, to bi bilo to. Vidimo se u nekom novom predstavljanju. Pozdravljaju vas Ljudi Reptili.